Hello and welcome again. Uh, Thank you for joining me for another presentation by the Light of Zion. Today I'm coming to you again with some things that you need to consider. I hope this channel has been of blessings to those of you that visit to watch these video presentations by the Light of Zion. For the Light of Zion will keep on shining its light to show us the chosen race, the chosen descendants of Abraham, of the way for us to return back to Zion, our Father's kingdom. So today I'm coming to you again with an interesting discussion for you to pay attention to. And actually this is titled, Are You Paying Attention as the End Draws Near? Are you paying attention as the end draws near? Follow along as I go through this presentation. So, are you paying attention? Pay attention, because Yahuwah, our God, has always spoke to us to let us know of what He is doing. Yes, Yahuwah spoke to our ancestors. When Yahuwah spoke to our ancestors in the promised land, in the land that He gave to our forefathers to inherit, He sent His chosen prophets to declare His decisions and judgments of the things that are still future. Many of the things that the prophets spoke about have already occurred, and yet some of the things that they spoke about are getting ready to be fulfilled in our time. Yes, some of these things they spoke about will fulfill in our own time. So, are you paying attention to the words of Yahuwah? Are you paying attention to the things that the prophets declared in the name of Yahuwah? In the book of the Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1 and 2, there is written, said, long ago God spoke to our forefathers by means of the prophets on many occasions and in many ways. Now, at the end of these days, He has spoken to us by means of His Son, whom He has appointed heir of all things, and through whom He made the system of things. So yes, Yahuwah sent His Son nearly 2,000 years ago, after speaking to the Israel, our ancestors, by means of the prophet. He sent His Son to Israel to declare His judgments and decisions that must be carried out before the restoration of all things back to Israel. So, are you paying attention to the prophets? Are you paying attention to the Son of God, our Messiah? Are you paying attention to the words of our God? So He spoke in the times past to our ancestors, and He spoke through His Son that He sent to Israel. So today, Yahuwah is again speaking to us, the descendants of Israel. the people that God is dealing with. Yahuwah is again speaking to us. Yahuwah is our God speaking to us today through his chosen ones, the sons of the prophets the sons of the prophets of Israel. He speaks through these ones that he has chosen, the ones that he has taught of his activities and the things that he is carrying out in these last days. Yes, Yahuwah is speaking through the sons of the prophets of old. In the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 3 and 4, there is written, "And those having insight will shine as brightly as the expanse of the heaven, and those bringing many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. As for you, Daniel, keep the words secret and seal up the book until the time of the end. So many will rove about, and the true knowledge will become abundant." Yes, many of the things that the prophets wrote down that will take place, that Yahuwah revealed that we must occur, we are closed up in the book and sealed up until the time of the end. And we are living in this time of the end. And again, Yahuwah, our God, is speaking to us through the sons of the prophets concerning the things that our God said must take place. Are you paying attention? Yes, are you paying attention to the things written that must take place? In the book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 25, it is written, "Say, you are the sons of the prophets and the covenant that God made with your forefathers, saying to Abraham, and by means of your offspring, all the families of the earth will be blessed." Yes, you are the sons of the prophets. God is speaking again in these last days by means of the sons of the prophets of Israel. Because through these ones, the sons of Abraham, the offspring of Abraham, Yahuwah will bring blessings to all the families of the earth. Will you pay attention? These ones having insight, like I was given insight into what is written, and I have written them in books, and one of the books is The Road Leading Back to Zion, the homecoming of Abraham's chosen offspring. You can find this book on Amazon. It will help you to pay attention to what is written and what your God is accomplishing even in these last days. So Yahuwah is still speaking again today. Yahuwah our God is again speaking today through his chosen ones, the sons of the prophets of Israel. And you, the Negroes, are the chosen race. You are the people to serve Yahuwah our God, the living God, in the land, in the promised land that God promised to give to the descendants of Abraham. You, the Negroes, you are the chosen race to serve Yahuwah in his promised land. Will you pay attention to what Yahuwah is saying again today? In the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 13 to 16, there is written, Yahuwah said to Abram, "Say, know for certain that your offspring will be foreigners in a land not theirs, and the people there will enslave them and afflict them for 400 years. But I will judge the nation they will serve, and after that they will go out with many goods. As for you, you will go to your forefathers in peace. You will be buried at a good old age, but they will return here in the fourth generation, because the era of the Amorites has not yet reached its full measure. So Yahuwah told Abraham of the time when his descendants will return back to the promised land to inherit the land and to serve him in the land. He said it's going to be in their fourth generation, or the fourth time when Israel return back to the promised land to possess the land is when they will serve him in the land. So are you paying attention? For Yahuwah is again speaking through the sons of the prophets of Israel of his activities that he is about to complete and carry out. So Yahuwah again is still speaking today. Yahuwah, our God, is again speaking through his chosen ones and the sons of the prophets. And you, the Negroes, are the chosen race and the people that Yahuwah our God, the living God, will gather back from all the four corners of the earth, back to the promised land to serve him. Yes, you, the Negroes, are the chosen race and the people that God will gather back from the four corners of the earth back to the promised land to serve him. Are you paying attention? In the book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 29 to 31, there is written, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from the heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the heaven, and all the tribes of the earth will be themselves in grief, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of the heavens with power and great glory. And he will send out his angels with a great trumpet sound, and they will gather his chosen ones together from the four winds, from one extremity of the heavens to the other extremity of the earth. So you, the Negroes, you are the chosen race that Yahuwah will return. He will send his Son to return with the angels to gather the chosen ones back to the promised land, where all the chosen ones of Israel will serve Yahuwah in the promised land. Are you paying attention to what is written? For in the book of Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 34 verse 39, this is what Yahuwah's decision is. He said, I will bring you out from the peoples and collect you together out of the lands where you have been scattered with a mighty hand. So, and with a stretched arm and with an outpouring of rage. He said, I will bring you into the wilderness of the peoples and enter into judgment with you face to face, just as I entered into judgment with your forefathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. So I will enter into judgment with you, declares the sovereign Lord Yahuwah. I will make you pass under the shepherd's staff and bring you under the obligation to the covenant. But I will remove from you the rebels and those transgressing against me, for I will bring them out from the land of their foreign residence. but they will not enter the land of Israel. And you will have to know that I am Yahuwah. As for you, O house of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord Yahuwah says. Each of you go and serve his disgusting idols. But afterwards, if you did not listen to me, so you will no longer be able to profane my holy name by your sacrifices and your disgusting idols. So Yahuwah said he's going to do what? Bring his people of Israel that he scattered among the nations. He's going to bring us out, from our foreign residence, where we are scattered, back to the land of Israel. Are you paying attention? So, are you paying attention as the end draws near? So pay attention to what is written. Pay attention to the words of our ancestors, the prophets, the things they wrote down for our instruction. Pay attention to the awakened chosen ones, the sons of the prophets. Pay attention, because Yahuwah will complete his decisions and judgment that he has revealed through his prophets. Pay attention, because your life depends on it. In the book of John, chapter 5, verse 25, there our Messiah said this, said, most truly I say to you, the hour is coming, and it is now, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who have paid attention will live. Yes, the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who have paid attention will live. The nation of Israel became dead with the death of the Messiah. But however, many Israelites will be raised up when our Messiah returns from heaven. So pay attention. Pay attention. Many Israelites will be raised up, those who have paid attention to what is written concerning them, concerning us as a people, will be raised up at the return of our Messiah. So pay attention to what the chosen prophets, the sons of the prophets of Israel, that God is raising up in these last days. And those with understanding and insight are roving about through the books, so that we can make known what is written to those who will pay attention. And one of the books that I have written to help you pay attention is this book, Listen to the Prophet, to the True Prophets of God of Israel, for God is with us. Are you paying attention? You can get a copy of these books on Amazon, and they will help you to study, to show yourself approved. They will help you to pay attention to the things written, so that you can be one of those that will live for paying attention to the things that our God, our Father, and Father has revealed to us through the prophets and through his Son, and today through the sons of the prophets. Until I come to you next time, like this channel, subscribe to it, Pay attention to what is written, for it can save your life. Again, thank you.